I woke up and I looked in the mirror and I was like, money comes and goes,
That's
bro.
what
But
I'm
like
saying,
experiences
bro.
last forever. Experiences last forever.
Let's
I was like,
go.
I am 20 years old. I'm in the prime of my life. And I'm 50 years old. Am I going to regret not going and exploring the world because I'm going to be old and it's going to suck?
Welcome back to another episode of Nothing Outside, the realest show in the world with three strangers. We got Thomas here, we got Grace here, and it's been 2 weeks since we recorded. I'm back from my California trip, back here in Virginia Beach for the summer, unless I randomly go somewhere else.
Yep.
Yeah. You guys going anywhere?
Actually, yeah. Well, we talked about it. I'm going to go to Rolling Loud, but I'm also going to Cancun. Going to go to Mexico.
When?
Yeah.
What the heck? That's so random.
Literally, so I move into my apartment August 17th, and then my flight to Cancun is August 18th.
Let's go.
Yeah, literally
dude,
the day
hype. That's hype.
So I go to Cancun, and then school start, and then hopefully around like Christmas break, I'm trying to plan somewhere in Europe because right before COVID started, I had Amsterdam booked with my friends. I was gonna go there for like a couple of days, 5 days, just go walk around, explore, and that got canceled. So Amsterdam never happened, but hopefully it does in the future.
You guys make me so jealous with all your traveling and everything.
I love traveling.
Yeah, I'm going to be...
Just do it. You can do it,
No,
Grace.
I can't.
Why not?
Because I work a job.
You can... You
Well,
could
I
do
actually-
it. Like,
I-
you could... Why didn't you do it in May?
I actually am traveling. Like, my family's going on vacation to Vermont
Ooh.
in
That's cool.
July 7th to the 14th.
Yeah.
So.
I'm draining all my expenses this summer.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I was actually thinking about that this morning. I woke up and I looked in the mirror and I was like, money comes and goes,
That's
bro.
what
But
I'm
like
saying,
experiences
bro.
last forever. Experiences last forever.
Let's
I was like,
go.
I am 20 years old. I'm in the prime of my life. And I'm 50 years old. Am I going to regret not going and exploring the world because I'm going to be old and it's going to suck?
Exactly.
Yes, I'm going to. So I might as well do it now.
What happens if you die tomorrow?
Well, then I'm not going anywhere for the rest of my life.
You're not going anywhere for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's only if you have the money to go.
Yeah,
That's-
I mean-
if you have the don't do that on credit.
You can
but
tr-
if you have the money to go, then go.
You can travel cheap too.
Yeah,
I mean,
you can
can
cheap.
travel like
Backpacking. I kind of want to do that one time.
go backpack.
That sounds really scary to me.
I think it'd be fun. Embody like
Like, you mean just living on the street, kind of?
Like, yeah, in hostels and
yeah,
stuff.
like day to day, like you don't know where you're gonna
Yeah,
stay. Like you
you
kind
kinda
of just
just
adapt.
That would be cool.
It would be fun, right?
Yeah.
New YouTube video, Michael.
That'd be cool.
Going to Europe for a week and just
Like
existing.
I watched a Yes Theory video surviving on Tinder matches.
What?
That's
Oh
cool.
my gosh.
What if I did that on a college campus?
So
That's
you
pretty
just,
good
like,
title.
stay with them?
I survived on a college campus off Tinder matches.
Yeah, that wouldn't work for me. I only get like 2 matches.
Yeah,
So
same.
yeah,
Damn. You gotta use the AC unit.
you gotta get
method.
lucky.
Dude. That sounds fun though. Traveling.
Yeah.
I want to
just
go
like
travel.
winging it? Yeah. No, that's unique.
I don't know though, because I like planning. I'm a really planner dude.
I'm not a planning guy.
Especially while I'm traveling.
I like to go with the flow. Dude, I go on Google Flights at least like twice a day and just type in random cities, random, flights, and I just see like, could I go somewhere for cheap right now? If I wanted to leave tomorrow morning, could I do it? And like most of the time you can.
Like how much?
Dude, I mean,
I don't check on
obviously
that stuff.
it's tough because Norfolk is a small airport.
Yeah,
like,
dude, I wish we lived at a major
when I'm in
airport.
Miami, dude, I can
It's
get to
cheap.
South America, I can get to Central America, I can get to Europe, I can get to Tokyo this summer. Like during the Olympics from Miami for like $550 round trip.
That's pretty good.
Cheap.
Where
as
is it?
Fuck. What? The Olympics?
Yeah.
It's in Tokyo.
Oh, I heard.
Yeah.
Never mind. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. I could get
the
from
word Tokyo.
Miami to Tokyo, which if you look, Norfolk to Tokyo will cost you like $4,000 round trip.
It costs $200 to go from Norfolk to DC, but from Orlando to DC, it's $80.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Wow.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Because there's already planes.
Yeah.
It's not like you have to go somewhere else for a connecting flight to DC. There's already flights to DC. Why is it $200?
If I lived at a major international airport city, I would be traveling all the time.
I
No
think-
question.
Like, you would just book a flight that if it
Yeah,
was cheap and
dude.
just go by yourself?
Yeah.
That's
I would do it all the time.
yeah.
I'm telling you, I was thinking about it this morning. I was like, could I really just go to London tomorrow? Could I go to, I like to go off the beaten path. Like the places I've been aren't places that a lot of people have been. Like people go to Germany, they go to Spain and stuff, which I want to do obviously because I want to see the world. But like I went to the Philippines and I stayed in
Yeah.
this really small town that was like
Yeah,
3
no one
hours
does
outside
that.
of Manila. I went to Chile, stayed with a host family, but I want to go to like crazy places. I want to go to Uzbekistan or something like that. Just
Why
Central
why
Asia.
aren't people doing that?
Well, I don't think it's a good idea for like girls like my age to be traveling alone. Like it's way
Oh,
more
alone,
dangerous.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like it's not that simple for like people like me to just like book a flight and
Yeah,
go.
but how about going with friends?
I would do it, like, but
It's
think,
hard to find those friends,
like
though.
it's
Yeah.
you also have to do like a little bit of planning, because everyone has things going on. People have jobs.
That's valid. Yeah,
That's valid.
When I went to Boston a couple weeks ago, right? I was like, "Who wants to go to Boston with me tomorrow?" And everybody's like, "Bud."
They're
Like
like,
one day,
"Dude."
that's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
So come on, we're literally getting there tomorrow morning, and then we're leaving the next morning at 6 a.m. You have a job, take one day off. You'll be there in time for Tuesday shift, and they're like, "Yeah, it just can't happen." But I get lucky. I'm off Mondays
My
and
parents always
Tuesdays.
said this: when you're very young, you have, I don't know if I'm going to get this right, but when you're very young, you have the time, the energy, but not the money. When you're around like this age, you have the energy,
and the
the
time.
money,
I don't
but
have the
not
money.
the time. And then when you're old, you have the time, the money, but not the energy.
That's true.
Yeah.
So you just got to make way to find that third
It's like-
aspect. Right now, I have the
Well,
I have the time right
realistically,
now.
I don't understand like how college students like not a lot of people have the money to just like book a flight to Europe.
That's true.
Yeah, it depends on like if you have. It depends on your expenses. If you have side hustles,
Side hustle
side
gang.
hustles,
Bag talk.
bag
Back
talk.
on it,
We're
you
back
know.
to the bag
Oh
talk.
my gosh.
Get on your Robin Hood grind, boys,
Yeah,
boys and girls.
yeah. My friend, he's like, he's been traveling, and he was like, dude, I need to pay rent in 2 days. I'm just waiting for Robinhood to pay me because it's like a 90-day something.
Well,
Wait, what is that?
I don't even know.
What, Robin Hood?
I don't even.
Robin
know.
Hood is an investing app.
Yeah.
Oh, I
it's
didn't know
that.
Stock
that.
market. Yeah.
I knew that. I knew it was that or crypto.
Well, it has crypto on it also.
Okay.
It has both.
Yeah. So they were like holding his money for 90 days, something like that.
Well, I guess that's when you deposit like a huge amount of money
Mhm.
because you can withdraw like a couple, like $1,000-$2,000 and it'll be there in 3-4 days. So this
Yeah.
guy was.
I want to,
balling,
dude. I
guess.
want to try. I know I just like traveled for like a month, but
It's fun.
I'm
Dude,
on the
it's
high.
awesome because I get stuck in one place. Like I've been here for so long, and the same thing happens to me when I'm in Miami. Even though I love Miami, I just want to go explore and like see places and do new things and see new people and stuff. I just the way that my mind works, I guess.
How do you not get stuck in going to the same place? Because growing up, I've done the same probably 2 types of vacations. I went to Disney World a lot, and I went on cruises a lot.
Yeah,
we don't really go anywhere else, though we could have if we really wanted to. But how do you not get attached to one single place?
I mean, I'm attached to New York. Like if you tell me one place, and if I have a go-to place for vacation, it's always going to be New York City. I love it. It's my favorite place in the world. But I watch this guy on YouTube called Drew Binsky, and he's been to I think 194 countries. He's almost just dropped my phone out of my pocket.
Scared me so much.
Just fell out of my pocket. This guy Drew Binsky is almost done visiting every single country in the world. And I watch his vlogs because he does vlogs in every country. And he's like, how much can $10 get me in this place? How much, and he does all these weird things and cool things. And I just click on a random country and I'm like, wow, that looks awesome. And then, I attach myself to new places and then I'm like, I'm going to go there someday.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Grace, have you been outside the country recently?
No,
What's
No.
the last place you went to?
like outside the country. When I was like a sophomore, I went to Denmark, which is the
Oh, yeah, I
only time
remember
I've
hearing about
ever
that.
been outside the country. And I like basically met up with this like internet friend, and then like
See, that blows my mind. Like,
and I also have family there that I met
how?
up with.
Yeah, but how are you? Okay, so you didn't stay with that internet friend. You
I
stayed with
did.
the family.
Whoa.
Like, how
Yeah.
were you able to do that?
Well, it was basically like my 16th birthday present that my parents got me a ticket to go.
16?
Yeah, for like
And they let you.
my sweet 16. I traveled alone, and it was the first time I've ever like left the country. I had like a layover in Copenhagen.
So you've done it before.
Yeah, I mean, but like that, I was like very lucky that because I feel like people drain most of their money like trying to find somewhere to stay. Like that's like the big problem. Like every night it's like hundreds of dollars
Yeah.
at a
That's
hotel
the
or
thing.
something.
That's a thing. When I go all the traveling I've done in the like on my own with my money, I've not had to spend a lot of money on places to stay. Like when I go to Spain, have like places to stay there from when I hosted. When I went to Florida, my friends are down there that I met online. I don't know how I could afford places to stay. That's where it gets expensive. Because you can find a cheap flight, or if you just have to worry about the flight or traveling there, then you just got to worry about food, and then that's it. But when you factor in hotels,
it's like hundreds of dollars a night.
Airbnb in foreign countries will run you a nice place to stay for like $20 a night.
For real?
You'd be surprised.
I've never
You would be
looked into
surprised.
Airbnb.
Have you done it?
I haven't done it because I haven't traveled with that like by myself yet out of the country. Like when I went to Boston, I did stay in an Airbnb that was like $50 for the one night I was there.
Aren't they always like minimum stays though? Like a minimum night?
You can book for a night. You can literally book for one night. Airbnb is. I'm telling you, you could hop on Airbnb right now, and if you're like,
I'm trying to go to Outer Banks next, like within the next.
Well, then you're gonna have to
weeks.
get a beach house, which is probably gonna be expensive.
Is that expensive?
Probably. It's gonna be more expensive than staying in like a house in the Philippines.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, but it'll be cheaper than a hotel.
Depends on how much cleaning fees and stuff, because they will give you fees for like booking fees and shit like that. Sometimes it depends. You gotta check it out though. Airbnb is good. I like Airbnb.
Yeah, the one time when I was thinking about like before I had figured out all the plans to come down here to Virginia Beach for the summer, I was looking at Airbnbs because I didn't know like if I'd be staying with Danielle.
Tell them the
This story is so funny. So when I was thinking about the idea of staying down here in Virginia Beach for the summer to continue this podcast, like the one thing was, where am I going to stay? Because I didn't want to just like put that on my roommate and her family and assume I'd be staying with them.
Because they live here in Chesapeake.
Yeah, which is like 20 minutes from Michael's house. So I was looking at Airbnbs because I know that's like one of the cheapest options, and I was filtering it for like the cheapest things possible because like I'm not trying to spend money, and like most things were like a lot of money each night, and if I'm planning on spending a couple months, like it's gonna be like thousands of dollars. And so I filtered it down to like the cheapest things possible, and there was this one option way below like the prices of everything else, and so I clicked on it, and it was this guy, like I can't remember his name, but I think it was like Mikey or something like that. It was something with like a Y at the end.
It was like, was it Ronnie?
No.
I could find in my messages. Okay, but keep going.
Okay. So, and I read the description. He was like, so like I love visitors, and you'd be staying like in my back room, but there's no bed. There's a blow up mattress, so I'd pump it up for you each night and then deflate it every morning and put it away for you. And I'm just warning you guys, I'm very lonely, so I will be quite talkative, so if that bothers you, do not book this flight or book this stay. And then so I read the reviews because he had like a good amount of reviews, and there was this one like really bad review, and it was like I wish that I like had a screenshot of it or something, but this person was like, Mikey like gave me an air mattress that was deflated, and I just had like a terrible stay, and he was like wouldn't work with me, like wasn't helping me, like I don't remember the details, but he was complaining especially about this air mattress. And then Mikey responded to him in the chat and was like, this is completely unreasonable. I offered to go to Walmart and replace the air mattress, and you declined. You then said that you have an extra mattress in your car, and when I asked you to go get it, you refused. You also asked to borrow a charger and then took it when you left.
Wow.
I can't.
Why would you book that Airbnb knowing you're going to sleep on an air mattress and then complain about the air mattress? Booking an Airbnb where I sleep on an air mattress? Wow.
I was telling Danielle, I was like, Danielle, if you were down, like if we were to stay there together, I'd be down. And then she was like, no, absolutely not.
Sounds very scary.
I can't find it.
Maybe he got removed from Airbnb.
Yeah,
I'm trying to find. I'm in April of our text messages. March. Wait. I see us talking about Danielle's house right now, so I can try to find it.
Well, I FaceTimed you to.
Yeah, but I'm sure you like said like a joke about it, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I can't find it.
Ah.
Dude, I wonder what the cheapest Airbnb you can get is.
Definitely a foreign country.
Should we Airbnb right now? Should I hop on
You
Airbnb
think
and see
you can
if we
find
can?
one for $1?
Let's go on a nothing outside trip to
Do it.
a $1 Airbnb somewhere.
I would.
Yo,
I would
actually,
do it.
for real though, check Outer Banks.
You want me to check? You want me to check out? Michael's making me plan his vacation for him right now.
If you're being
All
my vacation
Where are you going?
planner.
Wow, what do you know? First thing, getaways near you, Nags
How
Head,
far
Kitty
is
Hawk.
Outer Banks from
2
here?
hours, I believe.
Oh, dude, that's slight.
Where are you going? Rodanth?
I just
Wait,
wanna-
I thought you were going to the place where.
See, I was trying to go to Charlotte, but I can't afford.
I like Charlotte.
Oh, it's expensive there.
No, I just can't afford to get there.
Oh, how much farther?
So I was
is
gonna
that?
fly there, but it's
How far is
expensive.
that?
I flew out of
Like
Charlotte the other day.
7-hour drive.
Charlotte Airport sucks. No Dunkin' Donuts.
Dude, I was stuck
Only
there for like
Starbucks.
2
No
nights.
Charlie's.
No Charlie's. Only.
There is? Yeah, I explored the whole. It's a nice airport.
It's a nice airport, but it was 8 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, "Where the fuck can I get a Charlie at?"
That's-
And they didn't have a Dunkin' Donuts.
That's when I
was
got
pissed.
stranded.
See,
for 2
$45. $45 in the Outer Banks for every night.
Dude, all right, who's coming?
Hotel rooms.
Let's go.
This looks like India.
Who's coming to Outer Banks? Let's go. I literally am going there
Look
to
at this.
film a video.
It says it's in the Outer Banks, right? This is the Outer Banks, and I clicked on it, and like I can promise you that the Outer Banks does not have.
No, it says Pakistan.
Why does it? Why is it list? Does it really?
Yes.
Oh, it does. So why is it listed in North Carolina?
Hey, man.
That's the weirdest. See, you would get really fucked. You would book your $45 Airbnb and
That's how they
and
get
then
you.
wait, what?
Maybe it would be just destiny. Then you'd have to go to Pakistan to,
Oh, wait,
stay in your
yeah, let's see.
Airbnb that you booked.
Let's find a $1 Airbnb somewhere.
If it was like really ratchet, where you're like sleeping on the ground on a mat, would you do it?
It depends where it was. If I was in Richmond, Virginia, the answer would be no. But if I was in like, I don't know, like Berlin, sure. I don't know, why not?
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Yo, I hope I hope I can plan this. Like, I wonder if I can actually pull this off.
The Outer Banks is like 2 hours away.
I know.
Like you could take a day trip if you wanted.
yeah.
You could. You
But
really
I need
could.
yeah. I'm going to live like a pogue.
Like a what?
A pogue.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
never
think the
watched that
posts
show.
stare in Airbnbs though.
Okay, I'll stay in my car. I'm going to rent a van. and
Your
then
car is
stay-
too tiny. You
I'm
can't
gonna-
even recline in
I
that.
can't. I'm going to rent a van like theirs, and then I'm going to sleep in it.
The cheapest Airbnb in Berlin is $58 a night.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. I could probably explore more. I think you could.
You
stay
could
in-
get better ones.
Yeah, definitely could. Somewhere.
So how do you even check into Airbnbs? Do you
There's
just
a
meet the
website.
owner?
Well, so when I went to Boston, I keep bringing that up because it's the only experience I use with Airbnb.
Yeah.
But Airbnb is a bank. I'm an Airbnb. They sent me a message and he was like, "Here's the lockbox code. Here's where you need to go. You just walk." I had to walk
so
down
like
this
the
like
keys in like a box.
yeah.
Okay.
I guess it depends on the place and everything, but that's how it was for me.
So were you literally staying in their house with them?
And, no, I was in an apartment, but he owns the whole building and like the building next to it, and he rents out all the apartments on Airbnb.
Okay.
I wonder
Yeah.
how profitable that is. Probably very profitable.
honestly.
Dude, that's good.
I mean,
unless you don't get bookings.
Yeah, that's true. But it was one of the only places like available in the whole area. So
I wonder
I
how
don't know.
hard it is to get your place certified on Airbnb.
I don't know, it's
Maybe.
probably like
I
the
have no
academy
idea.
hosting process.
Something
Miss
to look
Windish,
at.
I mean,
Miss
if
Windish
my-
has to come check it for your
Yo,
house.
they
is
never.
clean.
She never checked my house.
Really?
Yeah. So when high school, when we hosted exchange students, our coordinator for the academy, Global Studies and World Language Academy.
Close studies and World Languages Academy.
Is that it? Yeah.
That's
it.
all at high school.
Yeah, and then she would come to your house, or she's supposed to come to your house and make sure that they have like their own room and stuff,
Yeah.
or a good sleeping arrangement.
Yeah.
She never came to mind.
Wow.
Sorry if I got her fired.
Maybe she trusted you.
Maybe.
No,
Wait, did you not have a good sleeping arrangement?
No, he had a guest room over there.
I think,
Oh,
it's, I
okay.
think it's a nice sleeping arrangement somewhere.
I'd hope
somewhere
so,
here.
yeah.
Yeah, I would hope so.
But yeah, I'm glad that when I went to, some people I know had to sleep in the same room as
Dude,
a person. That's kind of
You want to hear my story?
What
When I
happened?
went to the Philippines, so my first host family treated me like shit. Like they were awful. And the kid wouldn't like speak to me or anything. And I mean, yeah, I can't trash on people, but like their house really wasn't in like great condition. Like they were kind of in a really poor area. And so they ended up switching me like 3 days through,
I did hear
and I
about
stayed with
that, I think.
Jack, and there was so it was me and Jack, and then our host, and there was only 2 beds in the room, so I don't remember or maybe I was on like
Yeah,
another
what'd you
bed or
do?
something. I don't remember
You don't
exactly,
remember?
but yeah. But there was, I think I shared a bed with somebody, or they brought in another bed. But yeah, I had to move in, and there was 3 of us in one room at one point.
Wait, so how did you switch? Were you like, did you tell Miss Windish or whatever?
Well, they
Or did they just let you go?
I went with Mr. Falls, and Mr. Falls was like talking to the family about it, because I told Mr. Falls, I was like, this kind of sucks for me. I'm kind of screwed here, and so they ended up just Mr. Falls talked to the family, and then one night they brought me to like this bonfire that everybody was having, and my host family was like, all right, see ya, and I was like, okay.
Wait, so the family was unkind?
They weren't unkind, because like Filipinos are really really nice people. Like they cared about me and stuff, but like the kid, like because you obviously spend a lot of time with the kid, he really just did not give a shit.
Wait,
just,
so like, why was he even in the program?
I don't know. I really don't know.
What
And
part
so
of the Philippines were you in?
we were in Olongapo, and this is the weird
Okay.
part too. So I think there was 10 of us. It was either 9 or 10 of us. 5 of the kids went to like one high school, and then 4 of the kids went to another high school, and then my kid was just in this one other high school by himself. Like I just kind of got stuck with the random outlier kid.
You know, I was supposed to go. I could have gone on that trip.
Really?
Yeah, because I didn't. I got waitlisted. This was like junior year, right? I
Yeah,
got
it was my junior
waitlisted.
year.
I was on the second alternate for the Spain trip, and I was not even in Spanish yet. So I was like, all right, I'm cool. And then Destiny got on that trip, and then I became the first alternate, and then I couldn't get on that. And then I was like going to. It was Miss Gurley at the time. That was our coordinator. Her name's Miss Gurley.
Worst.
And she like does all the travel arrangements. So I was like, yo, is there any way I could like, you could bring on 11 people? Like, and then she's like, nah, but we have an open spot on the Philippines trip if you want to go. I turned it down.
Yeah, I must have been the 4th alternate then, because there was 2 alternates who didn't go on the Philippines trip, and then I guess you didn't go on the Philippines trip, and then they told me like a week before they were
Really?
supposed to leave, they're like, you want to go to the Philippines? And I was like, yes.
Yeah, I turned it down because I thought if I went on that trip, then I'd have no
'Cause it
opportunity
was-
to go to Spain.
Sophia Otero was the first alternate, and she said no. Somebody dropped out. Shania dropped out of the Philippines
she
trip.
did. Shania's
And
one
then-
of my high school
and then
our high school friends.
Both alternates said no, and then I guess you said no. So I mean,
It sounds like no one really wanted to go.
it's hard because it was a pretty expensive trip. The Philippines is the
Oh.
most
Yeah,
expensive
that's
one.
far.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's like a above 20-hour travel time.
It was
Sometimes like 27.
32. So we had,
Ooh.
like I said, we
How
had
long? How long were you out of school for?
You know what sucks? I remember because we were gone for 10 days. Like we were in the Philippines for 10 days, so I was probably out of school for 2 weeks, I think. But you guys had like 4 snow days while we were there.
That's
I was like, I didn't really miss that much school because you guys had so
and
much.
mine was on spring
That's
break.
right, I was sitting in a beach resort in the Philippines, so
You looked
So-
like you were chilling.
I was chilling.
Was it worth it?
Super
like,
worth
it was fun?
It was my first time ever leaving the country. But it
seemed
was
hype.
such a great experience. It was
It's-
awesome.
Oh, that was your first time leaving the country?
Yeah, it was my first time ever on a plane, actually.
Oh, wow.
Did we talk about this a couple episodes ago? Maybe
No.
my first flight ever was Norfolk to Atlanta, and then my second flight ever was a 14.5 hour flight from Atlanta to Tokyo.
Yo, Tokyo airport's pretty cool.
Crazy. I had a
That's cool.
shrimp burger from McDonald's. It was
What?
delicious. It was
Oh
one of
my
the best
gosh.
it might have been the best fast food thing I've ever eaten.
Wow.
It's called like an EB burger or
Did
something.
you sit on a
EB?
cool toilet
I did.
that sprays
Had
up
a
your butt?
bunch of buttons and everything. Warmed
They
it.
have that at
Buttons?
McDonald's?
No, they had it in the airport. They had it in the airport. The Tokyo
They probably
airport.
do have them at a
I mean, I'm
McDonald's.
sure they do. Like there was buttons to like heat up the toilet seat. There was buttons to like clean it and everything. Like there were just
How
so many
long were you
buttons.
there for?
In the airport?
No, in the bathroom.
Like 30 minutes. I was just in awe of this
Just
toilet.
chilling.
It was
I didn't
crazy.
try it.
It's so high tech.
I was scared.
Crazy. I didn't try it either.
Ah.
I was just pressing the buttons.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was
Have
pretty
you,
cool though.
Have you felt a bidet? Anyone?
So strange.
Yo, everyone.
you?
No, I haven't.
I haven't
Oh.
either.
Yeah,
I didn't
me
even go
neither.
on that toilet. I didn't even like try the heated seat. Or
You were in the
anything.
Tokyo airport at one
Yeah,
point?
and
For what?
When I went to the Philippines in 2011.
Oh, you went to the Philippines too?
Yeah, just once, like 10 years ago. That is 10 years ago. Wow, exactly 10 years ago
Wow. To the day.
to the day. Like to right now, I was in the Philippines.
That's crazy. Imagine.
But dude, I'm jealous. We also have a Israel trip.
Oh,
That's the
yeah.
coolest one.
'Cause
You
go
know
for
why?
3 weeks.
It's basically a month trip.
Yeah.
So they come here. They're here for a week, and then you go to DC with them
Yep.
for like a few days.
Yep.
And then you go to Israel for 3 weeks. So you're just on this whole 1 month journey.
Wow.
And I bet they're so sad. My sister went on it.
I got invited to it. They asked me to go on that one too.
I would have went on it.
How do you
dude.
just get like invited?
You apply. So we have an
Yeah, yeah.
application
There's a whole
process, and you have to have
application
good
process.
grades, and you have to like. I mean, if you suck at school, they're not going to let you leave for 3 weeks.
And
but-
like depends on your languages you're taking too. That's why
Yeah.
I was surprised I got on the Spain one. I was in
dude,
Spanish
I was
1.
so upset. I was so upset that I didn't go to Jordan because I was taking Arabic.
Oh.
I took Arabic so I could go to Jordan, and I didn't go.
Because they removed that trip too.
Yeah, they removed it because they all got pissed drunk and
Yeah.
sent to the Renaissance Academy.
They did all get
Yeah.
drunk.
Oh, like the
They got caught.
They got sent to the bad kids school after they came home. They sent them to like an alcohol rehabilitation program.
No way.
Oh
Yes,
my
they did.
gosh.
Yeah, they did. I remember because they were all in my Arabic class. There was like me and 3 other kids in Arabic class for a month.
Because I want to go to the Dead Sea, the saltiest body of water on Earth,
Yeah.
and you can literally float without anything. You
Saltier than Great Salt Lake.
you could just float like you're on a floaty.
Oh my god.
I can't imagine how that feels like. You just fall like head first. Because
You can't put your head in there. You'll go blind.
I know you'll go blind. Will you
Oh
go
my-
blind?
I think you do. Like salt content like dries
Holy-
out your eyes. Literally dries your
Holy.
eyes out.
Yeah, but like just the way your body is, wouldn't you just fall back if you try to float?
Well,
No.
you probably like fall under and then just like come to the top.
How
Yeah,
many
you
pictures have you
can't.
seen of people just floating there?
I don't know.
A lot,
A
probably,
lot,
because
yeah,
we
a
went to
lot,
Tallwood
yeah.
High School
So-
Global Studies and World Languages Academy.
But yeah, dude, I bet they're so sad because after I meet people and I spend a lot of time with them, I get separation anxiety. So I bet they just are so sad after that trip.
Oh, I was so sad when I left the Philippines, bro.
Yeah, because at least ours, they're like 10 days at a time. They come
Yeah, they
for
spent
10
a
days and
month
then
together.
you take, and then it's months before you go to that
Yeah,
trip.
yeah.
They spend a straight month together.
Dude, so that same thing happened to me because when I went to Chile, it was a bunch of kids from all over the United States, and we all flew and just met each other there for the first time. Like we had a group chat and everything. So there's kids from New York, California,
Oh, you did.
Wisconsin, Michigan, like people from all over the U.S. And so we're there with each other, spending every day together for a month, and then we just go home. And you think, I'll probably never see these kids again, but I've actually kept some good relationships. I'm still friends. Like when I go to New York, I see the kids that I went to
That's cool.
Chile with 3 years ago. And when I was in Boston, I met one of my friends from that trip and everything. It was pretty awesome.
Was that through like a program?
And it's called CIEE, and you have to apply and everything too. So Mr. Falls told me about it because Mr. Falls would tell us about all these trips and everything, and he was like, CIEE, apply, and I never applied. And then there was one day we were in class, and he was like, well, CIEE application's closed, but they're extending it for a week and a half because they have a lot of scholarship money left. So I was like, you know what, I'm
Oh,
going to
that's
apply.
tough.
So I applied in the extended week after the application's closed, and they gave me like a full scholarship, and I went.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
It was crazy. It was
What are
a
you
great
guys'
experience.
bucket list travel destinations?
I have a couple.
I feel like it's hard to say, but I
If
definitely
you
want
could only go one place
Oh.
right now for free, not regarding like COVID situation and stuff, like literally just
One place. See that
you get a free plane ticket and free stay for 10 days.
that change.
probably somewhere in Europe.
Yeah, it changes my
You don't
answer.
know nowhere specific?
I don't know. Like I'd have to think about that.
It
Okay,
change-
what if you had to decide in the next 10 seconds? Go, 10.
Okay, maybe Italy.
Okay, cool.
It changes my answer because a lot of the places that I'm interested in going, you can get there pretty accessibly. Like Iceland is my
Oh,
number one
I
place
got-
I want
I
to
get
see.
what
But if
you
you're
mean.
telling me that you're going to cover my flight and my stay for 10 days, I'm not going to pick Iceland because I can fly there for $400 round trip from New York City. If I could go any one place right now.
Okay, what if it was the last place you went to? I think that's a better question.
What do you mean? Like the last
This
place
the
I'm
last
ever going to
place
go
Could
to?
never
you'll
go
ever go
anywhere
to.
else.
Oh my God. The last place I'm ever going
Like-
to go to?
Assuming you already spent time with your family and stuff, but this is where you're going to spend your last 10 days just...
So you're going to kill me out there? Jesus.
Wait, I thought you meant
Okay,
like,
okay,
No,
that's
I
the
thought
last
you meant
spe-
like you'll never travel again.
Okay, you'll
Not
never travel again.
die.
You
All
won't
right, never
die.
travel
You won't
again?
die. You'll never travel again.
You
though.
want to hear my crazy answer? I'm picking Antarctica.
Why?
So you can see the edge of the earth.
I watched a travel vlog. I watched a lot of travel vloggers. There are these people named Kara and Nate, and they do travel vlogs also. Drew Binsky went to Antarctica also, but
Keep going.
they went to Antarctica and they did a cruise to Antarctica, and you go through the Drake Passage, which is like from the tip of South America, and you go through like the most dangerous waters in the world, and then you get to Antarctica, and it's just, they say it's the most beautiful place that you could ever possibly imagine. Like, it doesn't even feel real, which it makes sense. It's just so like, you see all these penguins and polar bears and whales, and like you trek up this mountain just on the Antarctic shelf and everything, and like it just looked incredible. I couldn't imagine a better place to like experience before you die, because it's such a crazy place to think about going. You know, Antarctica. You hear
I
them.
know someone that was born there.
What?
Reset it. Yeah.
You know somebody born
I
in
met
Antarctica?
this dude
Yeah,
on a
I need to
cruise,
hear
and
this.
his fun fact about him during all the icebreakers, he was born in Antarctica. I don't know how that happens.
Yeah.
but why are you in Antarctica when you're pregnant?
You're not even a citizen of a country then. You can't be. It's not claimed territory.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I wonder like what the population is there.
They have scientists that stay there and stuff, but like there's no permanent populations, I don't think. He was born in Antarctica. The only thing that would make sense is his mom's a scientist, right? Let me break this down. Number one, his mom is a scientist. Number two, she knew she was pregnant, but she was on an assignment to like during the cold months where it's never sunny. You know what I mean? It's dark 24/7. And then she just gave birth during that period, because you can't leave. You can't leave during that time. Like, you're stuck there no matter what.
Wait, during.
When it's dark 24/7.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't leave. It's impossible to leave. So you're stuck there until it's light
It
again.
honestly sounds a little miserable.
gosh,
Yeah,
sounds
it does,
scary.
right? But you're,
Like I feel like you'd like freak out.
it sounds awful. Yeah, but you have to go through like severe psychological training. Like, they have to make sure you are 100% capable of surviving in the most extreme conditions in the world. Guess what? I watched a video about it. Would you believe it? Probably not. It's so weird.
So
Every time
like,
we have
you would do that.
be a scientist in Antarctica?
Or
No,
just
no.
travel.
Being a
No,
scientist, you
would
can't
just
leave for like
travel.
months, but
You
you can
just
go on like a
travel there.
10-day cruise to Antarctica.
You can.
I would do that.
Well,
There's-
cruises
Are you talking
nice.
about? I know there's cruises to Alaska, but I don't know about
No, there's. I
Antarctica.
promise you, there's. I watched a video about it. I promise.
Dude, I'd like to do that.
That's what I'm saying. If that's my last place I could ever go, I'm going to the 10-day Antarctic cruise. And they
Bro,
jumped.
let's
In, they jumped
go.
in the water too. It was funny.
They jumped in the
Yeah.
water.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Dude,
It
that
says
seems fun.
the population is 1,000 on the off season and 5,000 on the on
Oh my
seasons.
God.
Scientists.
Dude, that's less people than that listen to this podcast. And that's not a lot.
What's your bucket list location?
Yeah.
I have a couple of bucket list locations, but you have one choice.
One would be like Bora Bora, I guess, because that seems like that's the typical vacation spot you see online, but you never go to.
Yeah.
Like there's plenty of vacation spots that people are like, oh, that seems so cool, I want to go there, but they never take the time to do so.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I could go to like all the mainstream places,
Yeah.
like anytime, but I want to try to. That's something in my life. I hope that I take the time to go to those not mainstream places.
Dude, I'm so jealous. My sister has 3 vacations booked right now. She has Las Vegas in a couple weeks. Then she has LA, and then she's going to the Maldives to stay in like
What
the
is
Which
that?
one?
the Maldives
which,
is
which
out
sister?
Brooke. She's out in the middle of like the Indian Ocean. Have you seen those? Like
Dude,
it's just
that's tough.
the most blue water you've ever seen, with like the bungalows that are lined up on the dock that goes out into the ocean, like white sand.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Oh my
Yeah, she's going there.
gosh. That's
That's cool.
insane.
Yeah, I was so jealous.
What is your guys' like actual like bucket list things? Not just traveling.
I really want to skydive.
Me too.
I want to skydive so
Yeah.
bad, but I don't want to skydive in like Chesapeake, Virginia. Like, I don't want to jump over. Like, I want to skydive in, somewhere like just so scenic, so incredible.
I didn't know that. So I don't like the feeling of falling, right? G-force, I think that's the right term
Yeah.
for it. I didn't know that when you skydive, you don't feel that.
Really?
Yeah, it just feels like air.
Yeah, because the air is like pushing you up, and it just feels like you're like floating.
Oh man. Yeah, I really
So
want
that-
to skydive.
I thought I'd never want to, but I probably I don't
Nothing
know.
outside skydive trip?
I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever do that, but I'm more inclined to do it now that I heard that. 'Cause I'm not that scared of heights. I just hate the feeling of falling.
Like the stomach feeling?
Yeah, like even
Oh, I
like
love
over
that.
a
I love
roller
That too,
That's
coaster.
yeah.
so
Like on a
fun.
roller coaster?
Dude,
Yeah.
when I was landing in Las Vegas a week ago, the plane was just going
Oh, that
And
sounds
then I
terrible.
felt it, and I was like, oh. And then I wasn't even next to my parents. I was next to this random ass dude, and
Were
I
you
was-
like,
I was like,
please hold my hand?
Speaking
like-
of planes, this is a genuine statement. I have always believed that there should just be a separate plane for anybody under the age of 3. Can we get 3-year-olds off commercial planes, please? 3, 2, 1-year-olds.
Oh
Like it's
my gosh.
the most. I was flying to Tampa and there's four crying babies on my plane.
What's worse, crying babies or people kicking your seats?
People reclining their seats is the worst. If you
Well, then just ask. Be like, hey, can you like move a little?
they don't. Oh my god. When I
Yeah, I'm
when
always
Have you
scared to recline
asked?
my seats.
I'm not gonna ask somebody.
Yeah, that's
to,
kind of
like,
messed up. You can't really ask someone to not
But they
recline their
Or
recline
just
seats.
be like, hey, can you move it up a little? Like I don't have any.
Like, bro, we're
room.
sitting in economy. I got 40 inches of legroom anyway, and you're taking half of it away. No, they will get up to the bathroom. When I went to Tokyo, like the flight, this guy in front of me would recline his seat, and then he would stand up to go to the bathroom, and I would just lean forward and push his seat back forward, and then he would come back and recline again. Then he would go to the bathroom, and I would push it forward again. I was like,
funny.
bro, take the fucking hint, bud. Come on.
Yeah.
Dude, I was on a plane last week and I felt kicking. So I was like, okay. But this is the first time I was on a plane with noise cancellation, luckily. So I didn't hear anything. I just felt a boom. And I'm not one to like bitch about stuff. So I just let it slide. It was only an hour trip. 20 minutes later, every 2 minutes, I feel some kicks. I'm like, all right. I turn around expecting it to be some kid that I would just stare down. And it was this big ass dude. Like, why are you kicking my seat? Why
So
are you
made
kicking my
eye contact with
Why are
him?
you? I said, why are you kicking my seat? Wouldn't you know if you're a grown adult or just the human being in general that has some sense of physical
Some
touch?
awareness, yeah. If you're over the age of 3,
Yeah. Why would you not like realize that you're kicking the seat in front of you?
Well, so did you just make eye contact with him and then turn back around?
I was caught off guard.
you can't be confrontational on an airplane because where are you gonna go?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with just asking. I don't understand. Like,
I can be.
if it was bothering me that bad, I'd nice to be like, hey, do you mind just like not kicking?
Hey, can you tell your 2-year-old to stop crying?
Okay, you can't do anything
No,
about that.
yeah, exactly. That's
That's so
that's my.
uncom-
I'm
Oh,
genuinely
holy crap.
serious. I would have just a whole separate plane full of young children and babies flying to the same spot, like 5 minutes behind. Logistically, it doesn't make
Just put them,
sense.
bro. Just put them.
Morally, it's
Yo,
probably
put them
very
in the,
wrong.
Put them in the luggage.
Jesus Christ.
No, and it's the same in stores too. When you hear like babies screaming and stuff,
hate
it's
babies.
miserable.
I'm just gonna adopt my kid at 5 years old so I can miss the boring parts. Like
0 to 1's kind of, I guess.
awful. That's probably the worst.
But how about when they're cute and all babyish?
Cute babies.
I just
babies.
honestly, controversial opinion. I think all babies kind of look the same.
And they're all kind of a little ugly.
Like, I think it would be different if it was my kid, but like I'm never like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're all, like,
let me
Nah,
mushy-
see
I
your
can't.
baby.
mushy
There's some
faced.
babies that are way cuter than
Mushy
others.
faced and bald and gross, and they throw up and
And they're
Blech.
always like whining.
Okay,
and
that's the
crying.
gross part about kids. They
hate
always just have some
babies.
spit on their face.
Yeah, and then they
Like, bro, wipe your mouth, bro.
no, kids always like whenever they're moving their hair out of their face, they're like,
kids are so aggressive with everything.
I
Oh, they're so
know.
annoying. Now I'm just frustrated thinking about children. Like they just infuriate me. Everything they do, their existence is infuriating.
I'm definitely an animal person.
Yeah, animals over children.
Over babies, yeah.
I'm not an animal person.
You're
Really?
a baby person?
Yeah. Well, I never
Really?
grew up around animals.
Well, neither
But
did I.
My
but-
family, when I was visiting on trip, they had dogs, and I do miss them because they were chill.
You like do not strike me as like a baby.
Yeah,
guy.
I don't. I never.
Dude, I love kids.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm good with kids. Like
I'm
I'm
good
not
with
gonna
kids
be
and I
an
love kids.
asshole to kids. Like I can, but I
Yeah.
don't like them.
Yeah.
They
I like
suck.
them.
Like, I
They
would never
suck.
work at a daycare.
Oh
or
my, that
preschool.
sounds like an absolute nightmare. The 7th layer of hell is just a daycare. I'm convinced.
Thomas, I have this written down, and I wanted to ask you about it.
Okay.
Dude, what the fuck is your profile picture on your spam account?
Oh.
What is
Why?
that?
So I changed.
What is it? I
So,
was like,
all right.
oh,
Pull
look.
it up.
I was like, oh, look.
need
You
to
really
see
want
it.
to see it?
Yeah.
I don't know if
Grace,
you
I
want
don't know how
Grace, I
close
don't,
we are.
I don't know if
Is
you
it
want to
that
see
bad?
it.
No, it's
bro.
not that bad. But it's
It's pretty funny.
all right.
I
so
saw this. I
here's
was
the
like,
thing.
I was
went-
like, oh, look who followed nothing outside.
I went to the beach in Miami and I got a little sunburnt. Okay. So obviously, wait, where is it? Where is this picture? I got a little sunburnt. So, I'm out there, my back is really, really red. And just to see what the contrast looked like, I took a picture of my back with my bare ass in it.
Oh,
Oh, wait, there it is. Do
And
you
you
really
made-
want to see it, Grace?
Is that your profile
Yeah,
picture?
Yeah,
it's
it's
my
my
show.
prof-
It's funny.
I mean, yeah, but my back is bright red and my ass is just pale white.
And you just made that your profile
Yeah,
picture?
it's my profile picture on my spam account.
So funny. That's very funny.
Yeah. Thank you for bringing that up, Michael. I'm glad the whole world knows that now. So,
Everyone follow
and Grace has now seen my
They got-
ass. So,
Guys, we have a challenge for you. You have to find his spam account.
if you can find my spam
No,
account,
they
you
won't
can
be able to.
you
They'll
can follow
just
it. Michael
go on
doesn't follow
Nothing
me on
Outside.
Twitter. Michael doesn't follow me back on Twitter.
I don't.
No.
No, I don't
What,
even use Twitter.
interested in,
I started to
You
use Twitter,
tweeted
though.
yesterday.
I started,
And I saw
last
you
week-
tweet. So
last week I started using Twitter.
But
'cause
you
my,
pro-
I don't
I'm-
use Twitter.
I'm an annoying follow because I tweet about sports 24/7. Like 24/7. I'm just talking about sports on
Nice.
Twitter. And I get in arguments with people about sports and I tell people that they have no idea what they're talking about when they don't agree with me. But like I love Twitter. Twitter's a great social media platform for arguing.
yeah, I didn't know that it was good for networking.
It is. So I
Because
have
people are more willing to follow you because they don't have big
when
followings
you have
there.
when you have stuff in common with people. So I have like 350 Twitter followers, which isn't a lot, but all of them are Dolphins fans. So we just talk about Dolphins football all day.
That's cool.
Yeah. Or Red Sox fans or Islanders fans.
That's
So,
cool.
Yeah, my
That's
network
cool.
of sports fans that I talk to and my
Isn't-
enemies.
Isn't Twitter like kind of toxic though?
So toxic. I mean, it really. I just told you.
Everything's toxic.
You just argue, but
Except
see,
Instagram.
No, like
Instagram-
Twitter especially.
Twitter because you can post 500 tweets a day and nobody's gonna really care because you just scroll right past it. Like Instagram, if you post 500
Yeah,
pictures a day,
that's
people are gonna be like, "What the fuck is wrong
Blocked.
with this guy?" Yeah. No, Twitter, and the people are so bitter about their own lives. They just sit there and they bitch about everything. This is a complaining episode today. We've been complaining about a lot of stuff, but yeah, I love Twitter, but at the same time, it sucks just because of how toxic everybody is.
Speaking of social media platforms, we are going to be forming a group chat with you guys, with you OGs on Instagram. So if you are interested in that,
Oh wow.
we are forming a community on Instagram.
Who
We're gonna
knew?
form a group chat.
This is news to me.
Yeah,
but
that's
We're gonna
news
I'm
form.
down.
We're just gonna
Grace,
form
yeah. It'd be
because
fun.
when we hop on TikTok lives, we have this little like we know a
You have a
bunch
little
of
cult.
people. We have like
Yeah.
a cool group.
I
of
could
people.
name the usernames. Call me Roach, the College Board,
Yeah.
SAT.
We know all of you, and we want you in this group chat so we can talk to you from time to time, and so you guys can talk to each other.
You get to know me a little bit.
And yeah, so you can see Thomas, and maybe if actually, never mind. I was gonna say, never mind.
I mean, I know what you're gonna say, but I don't
never,
know.
never mind. I was like, maybe nah, but yeah, we're gonna do that. So if you're interested, comment down your Instagram at
Everybody follow
That's
me on
the-
Instagram at tom.bil.
And everyone follow me at grace.s16.
and everyone follow Nothing Outside on Instagram.
Yep.
That's all I need.
A
To
little
plug.
personal promo.
We're almost at
Yeah.
500 followers. We need 7
You are.
more.
I'll get you there. I'll get you there today.
Do it.
I'll do it.
If you get. Oh, also one more thing before we wrap up. Last episode, I think it was last episode. I don't even know, but you said that if I rolled 10 dice,
Yes.
if I rolled 10
I was
dice,
watching it.
you'd watch. I mean, well, you said if I rolled 10 dice and they all land on the same number, you'd eat what?
I would eat the world's hottest pepper.
All right. Would you be willing to extend that out to TikTok and challenge someone to duet this?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. And I also said that if you get.
Point it-
I also said that if
wait,
you.
challenge them. Challenge them.
I challenge you. Which one am I challenging?
This one.
This one. This.
Yeah.
I challenge you to roll 10 dice and make them all be the same number. And if you do it, I'll eat the world's hottest pepper. I also said that if you get more than 6 to land on the same number, I'll shotgun 1 White Claw in a row for every single number that like matches. So if you roll 6 5s, I'll shotgun 6 White Claws because it's mathematically impossible and statistics won't let you do it.
And it has to be on video.
It has to be on video. It can't be edited. Like you got to roll the dice right there and I have to see them all land. You could spend your entire life doing this and you're not going to get all 10 to be the same number. It's just not going to happen. It can't
All
happen.
10.
I also said in a previous episode that I was calling out the TikTok community for a boxing match, and I have one.
Wait,
October
what?
October
Wait, what?
October 2nd. October 2nd, I'm making my boxing debut
What?
in Miami, 165-pound bout against one of my fraternity brothers who was listening to the podcast, who is an actual fighter, like he does MMA fighting. But I have a I have a boxing match set up for October 2nd, which we actually are going to stream on pay-per-view. So
Wait, what are you saying to me right now?
I have a boxing
How many
match.
ounces? How many-
gloves.
Gloves. Yeah.
We haven't decided yet.
Headgear?
What? Like what?
No headgear.
I don't even like. What is like ounce gloves?
How
It's
heavy the gloves
the
are?
lighter, like professional fighters fight at 10 or even 8, and that's more
So the
susceptible
lighter
to
the-
knocking
I
out.
probably
Okay.
use like
So like when you spar, which is like practice sessions, you wear headgear and then you wear like 18-ounce gloves, so you don't actually hurt them or get like severe like brain damage or something.
there's a couple things that because I watched all 4 episodes that we released because it has been 2 weeks and I've made some like mental notes about it. It's pretty cool seeing the interaction with stuff that you say. Like you post the clips and I see what I said and then people comment and they either agree or disagree. It's pretty cool to see, fan interaction and
On
stuff.
TikTok?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's just cool to see what people think about
It
what
is.
you
No, I
think.
love it. I love going through the comments, like especially ones that blow up and you have people like debating with each other in the comments
Yeah.
and like commenting on like what you said. No, I love
And
doing that.
I did a solo podcast and like interacting with people in a podcast now is a new dynamic for me. I realize that I say like a lot. It's such a subconscious
I've
thing.
noticed that
I
too.
know.
That's something in season 1. I still say it, but I don't think I say it as much. Maybe I chop down 20% of it,
so
but I strive to get to 0%.
today we're gonna see tomorrow whether I did well on it or not. But I tried not to say like as much. It definitely slipped out a few times, but we tried on it. I also noticed, Michael, that me and you cut off Grace a little too much, and I think we should work on that also.
We've all
I felt
said
bad
that.
about it. I was watching.
Grace,
I
I'm
was
sorry.
like, damn.
Yeah,
I
people
tried to-
commented it. My parents are like roasting
I
me.
cut
I was
myself.
like,
See, I know there was a few times when I was watching and I stopped myself because I was like, I don't want to do that. But we did do it too many times, and I feel
'cause-
bad about it. I'm sorry,
yeah.
Grace.
it's okay.
It's 'cause
It's
we were
okay.
hype.
All good.
Yeah, we were just getting back into the flow with things. So
yeah, I'm sorry, Grace.
It's okay.
yeah,
Forgiven.
wanted to bring that up.
Forgiven.
But yeah, those are my mental notes about the first 4 episodes of the podcast. It's been
That's
a fun
cool.
experience so far, and I'm looking forward to doing more.
On that note, has been another episode of Nothing Outside. We'll see you guys next time. Make sure you join that group chat on Instagram. It'll be fun talking to you guys. We'll see you on lives every Tuesday and Thursdays, possibly more. And check out what I'm going to be doing on my main YouTube channel. Dude, I'm about to break the internet.
Oh,
I'm going to tell you after this, but I'm gonna break the internet.
Cliffhanger.
we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.